in her career. She has thrown 299 and a third innings, but only 48 of those came in her 2 seasons while she was at Seattle with the Washington Huskies. So here we go. Jada Coleman digs in, and we're ready to rock on a Saturday afternoon in Orlando. It's the Sooners and the Knights, and the first pitch from Willis to Coleman is in for a strike. Time of the first pitch, 2:05 Eastern time, right on the clock, as projected, as expected. Here comes the 0-1. Willis, that unique windup, drops the change a little bit up, ball 1. Oh, my nerves just kicked in. I heard from our buddy Ryan Radke, the great play-by-play voice for Westwood One. Absolutely crushed it during the women's tournament. He'll be on the call for Westwood One in the World Series. That off-speed stays outside. It's 2 balls and a strike. The hell, what are these people booing about? That was way outside. I mean, I understand if it was a little bit tight, but come on, people. It's very early in this game. Here's a 2-1 pitch to the Sooner center fielder. Jada up to 429 on the season after a solid night here yesterday. Here comes the 2-1. Coleman takes ball 3. So let's take a quick perusing of exactly what it looks like in the field for UCF, because I don't think anyone outside of myself and Gabby truly believed that we were going to see anyone other than Willis in the circle here for the Sooners, but they are for UCF. They sure did live the mirage. The off-speed drops in for strike 2. Jada Coleman had started jogging down to first base to try to sell ball 4. Instead, the count will run full. Willis, a very deceptive motion. Sports the shades. Has a pink towel hanging out of her pocket. Rocks and fires with the 3-2. It's an off-speed, soft slap to the right side. Going to be close at first. The shovel just in time to get Jada Coleman on a nice play by Ray over at second base. And there is 1 away. I mean, Janisha Rowe is listed as the center fielder, and she wasn't on any of our pregame notes that we had in the lineup for UCF. There's a wizard with a lineup card. First pitch is swinging. Jennings pops it foul and out of play. Katie Burge is getting the start out in left field tonight. Had some problems there last night. Rowe is in center, and Evans, who homered here, Chloe Evans last night, is in right. Cody is at third today after catching last night. Jazz Williams at short. Ray gets the start at second, and Shannon Doherty at first. A battery of Willits and Griffin. As the 0-1 pitch misses way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. UCF going with their black space uniforms today. Much easier to see the numbers outside of the white unis with the gold numbers and no outline yesterday. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Jennings. He just pokes it foul. They have space U. Space is in white across their chest with a U and a, imagine like a UCLA baby blue. Most wearing a blue visor and blue socks with no stirrups. A 1-2 pitch headed home to the Sooner shortstop. After an 0 for night last night, Jennings bounces it foul at the plate. Scoreless just underway. OU and UCF. Baseball will not play today. Sooner baseball after beating Texas last night. We are obviously watching severe weather back home. Everybody stay safe in the Norman, OKC, Goldsby, Washington area. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Jennings waits, swings through it for strike 3. 2 away. Here's Cassidy Pickering. Our weather is brought to you by the Trails Golf Club in Norman. It is 82 degrees here, a little overcast. They've got a very small percentage of rain, just single digits, 4% last check. The wind today is out of the east at 17 miles an hour. It's been pretty constant here since we showed up at the park 2 hours ago. First pitch to Pickering is an off speed that's ripped foul down the right field line and out of play. Tons of room down the line in right field and left field. There's a slight area in foul territory. It's looks like a gate to enter the field where it kind of makes an L, juts out just slightly. That's on just the right field corner. Well out of play, but a lot of room. Much more room here than what you have at Love's Field in foul territory. Or even Marita Hines. The 0-1 way outside, 1-1. Cassidy Pickering, season numbers, .386 average for Pickering, 5 home runs, 8 doubles, 33 runs batted in. Had a good night here last night. Couple of hits. Here's the 1-1 pitch to the freshman outfielder. That off speed hangs up a little bit high, 2-1. So again, just to reset, beautiful weather day. Hope the rain stays away. Trailsgolf.com. Check them out today. 2 balls and a strike. Sooners trying to avoid a 1-2-3 inning to start things off after putting 5 on the board in the first yesterday. Pickering bounces one back up the middle, cut off by Ray. The throw is in time, and it's an easy first for Sarah Willis. Kirsten Deal gets the start for the Sooners as we head to the bottom of the first inning, scoreless in Orlando, and it has started raining. Don't believe it's anything too concerning. Of course, we say that as we are safely in the press box, and doesn't seem like too many people are racing for cover. Maybe just a brief shower. But here we go. Katie Burge digs in, the left fielder. Did not see her last night, and the first pitch is low for ball 1. Deal has been phenomenal in her last 2 outings. 6-inning no-hitter against Tulsa, where she struck out 4, didn't walk a batter, hit a batter, and I think, what do we had? Catcher's interference. The 1-0 pitch is in for a strike. As the rain is fairly light right now. Few fans scuffling for cover, grabbing a coat or a covering to protect themselves as Deal brings home the 1-1. Soft slap right side. Nice job by Hodge. Gloves, throws, and gets her. 1 away. Yeah, that was in that Tuesday night game in Oklahoma City. 6 innings, no hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 base runners, 1 on a hit by pitch, 1 on catcher's interference. She took a no-no into the 5th against Houston, a complete game 2 hitter where she struck out 10 and walked just 1. 14 strikeouts, 1 walk in her last 2 outings. She hasn't given up a run. First pitch is swinging. Stormy Kotzelnick fouls it back for strike 1. The midweek against Wichita State back on April 9th, she was amazing. 5 1/3 of 1-hit balls, striking out 9, not walking a soul. But then there's been the struggles in her last few outings in Big 12 play prior to the Houston game last Sunday. The 0-1 bounced to the right side, foul. Sanders gloves it in foul territory. Against BYU, in the game that we shall not talk about, an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs. BYU bashed her around. 0-2 pitch misses up and away, 1-2. Only went an inning and 2/3 in 2 outings against Texas. She didn't allow a run, but hit 2 batters. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. She climbed the ladder and got Kotzelnick to chase up and in. 2 away. The good outings, though, have overshadowed the challenges of late for Kirsten Deal. There's Jada Cody. Caught last night. She's over at third here today. That's where she played whenever the Sooners faced off against UCF in the 2022 Super Regional, and Deal pounds the zone for strike one. It's kind of hard to truly tell, but it looks like that brief shower has already ceased. Here's the 0-1 that skips away from Hansen. Gives us a chance to set the Sooner defense. Brito even with the bag over at third. Joined on the left side of the infield by Tiare Jennings. Avery Hodges at second. Sid Sanders well off the line and deep at first. Riley Boone is out in right field tonight. She's playing way off that right field line, more towards right center. Jada Coleman at center and Cassidy Pickering straight up and left. The 1-1 pitch is filthy. Strike two. Good spot, a little off speed right on the outside corner. There's a patch in center field where you would typically see most center fielders set up. Coleman is just shaded towards left field of that. Battery of Kirsten Deal and Kinsey Hansen trying to make it a 1-2-3 first. The pitch way out, 2-2. Just from an aesthetics perspective, though, it sure looks like it's about to start pouring at any moment right now. It is overcast. It is cloud covered. It looks like it's just about to start raining hard. 2-2 is a little bit out. Full count. Deal kind of points at her chest. Sooners with the white tops. Oklahoma in crimson. The Jordan font across its chest. Crimson pants, socks, and stirrups with a white striping up each side of the pants. Full count pitch here. Deal. Line drive right to first. Caught by Sanders. Inning over. Nice job for Kirsten Deal. Ran the count full on Cody, but sets down the Knights in order. Second inning underway as Sarah Willis brings home the first pitch to Kinsey Hansen. Swings, grounds it to short, deep in the hole. Jazz Williams long throw. They got her. One away. Sooners attacking early here on Willis. And here's Ella Parker. Ella Parker is our Love's Travel Stops player to watch. One of the 25 finalists for Freshman of the Year, along with her teammate, Cassidy Pickering. Here's the first pitch to the left-handed hitting Parker. Misses a little bit out, ball one. I'll tell you what, these Sarah Willis misses are not by much. She is right around the zone after having an outing against Baylor, which was a little bit atypical. Had 3 walks and 6 innings in that game. Here's the 1-0. Parker takes strike one. Ella was 1 for 4 here last night with an RBI. She went 2 for 4 in that Sunday finale against Houston. Sitting at 7 home runs on the season. Last home run came April 7th against Texas. There's a bouncer towards short. Charged by Williams. She'll throw, and quickly there's 2 away. Sooners are attacking early, trying to work the dirt, but so far, Willis has had their number. Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. We'll keep an eye all night long on our player to watch, Ella Parker. 2-way for Alyssa Brito. Brito hit a bomb here last night that just got out over the left field wall. First pitch to the right-handed hitting third baseman is a swing and a miss. For 28 on the season batting average for Brito. Just been calm, cool, and collective over there at third base all season long for the Sooners. One of the best defensive third basemen in the country. That off speed stays low. A ball and a strike. Enjoying a career year in her final season all the way around. 2 for 4 last night. In fact, 3 straight games for Brito with 2 or more hits. Here comes the 1-1. to Brito. Low, 2-1. For that matter, neither team has a hit so far. Brito went 2 for 4 here last night. 2 for 4 against Houston in the Sunday finale. 2 for 3 in the Saturday game. Didn't have a hit in the Friday game, but had multi-hit games against both Tulsa and BYU. She's had 2 or more hits in 5 of the last 6 games, and she got her knees buckled on an off-speed that she takes for strike 2. Sooners have struggled with the changeup all season long. And Sarah Willis is one of the best. Sid Sanders waits on deck. Willis brings home the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got her on the fastball, inning over, and that'll do it. The heater is the second strikeout of the game for Willis, as advertised. 3 up and 3 down. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Oklahoma and UCF are scoreless. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Oklahoma. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
First pitch, bottom of the second, Chloe Evans lays down a bunt, and as Brito tries to field it, a slight collision with Thiel didn't matter. Evans beats it out. The first hit of the game is a bunt infield single by Chloe Evans. Homered here last night did Evans, so she stands at first as Ashley Griffin digs in. We're scoreless here in the bottom of the second inning. Brito way in at third base. First pitch, bunted hard and foul down the first baseline for strike 1. Thanks for joining us in Orlando. Sooner softball is always presented by Love's Travel Stops. Love's Travel Stops is the heart of the highway. Get you our keys to the game coming up here, courtesy of Coach Gasso in a moment. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt, good job by Hansen. Riverwind Casino brings you the keys to the game, and Coach was adamant about the Sooners not trying to press, not trying to do too much at the plate. So far, the Sooners are getting their feel for Sarah Willis, but she's been outstanding. 6 up, 6 down. Also, throw strikes. Keep the ball in the yard. Always a key. The 1-1 is a little bit out. 2-1. Kinsey Hansen's going to call time and jog out and chat here with Kirsten Deal a bit. Make sure that the youngster is in a good spot. Riverwind Casino is always a good time. Sooner Softball is also brought to you in part by MidFirst Bank, a premier partner of OU Athletics and your exclusive home for the OU debit and credit card. Visit midfirst.com/Sooners for details. Member FDIC. 2 balls and a strike. Runners going. It's popped up into right field. Riley Boone is under, makes the catch. Quickly back to first goes Chloe Evans. Ashley Griffin is retired, and there's 1 away. Here's Shannon Doherty. The Phillips 66 Bedlam Series is right around the corner. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Norman. 6:30 first pitch Friday night, noon on Saturday, then now 3 o'clock on Sunday. The Bedlam Series is brought to you in part by the people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas, Oklahoma Blood Institute, and Anheuser-Busch. Phillips 66 ready to go. Cowgirls won both of their games yesterday against Kansas. Just about everyone in the state of Oklahoma taking the day off with the storms. First pitch to Doherty is low and away, ball 1. Cindy Ball Malone down in that third base coach's box. Points to her glasses and made a motion like pushing your body away to the right-handed hitting first baseman. Doherty takes ball 2. Seemed to be an issue last night for Kelly Maxwell at times, falling behind in counts. She only ended up walking 2 batters to 5 strikeouts, but gave up 8 hits through 121 pitches last night. Did Kelly Maxwell. Here's the 2-0. That's a little bit out, ball 3. It's one of those few times where you kind of think, that one might have been a little bit tight. Scoreless game, we're in the second. One away. 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Doherty. There's strike 1, which is pretty much in the exact same spot that ball 3 was. 3 balls and a strike. No real defensive adjustments here for the Sooners. Pickering, Coleman, and Boone all playing pretty much straight away. Defense a little deeper up the middle here for this 3-1 pitch, which is a bunt that's rolling down the first base line. It goes foul. Hansen held her hands up. If that would have somehow hugged that chalk on the first base line, it would have been trouble. Deal has bounced back to run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 10-2 Sooner win here last night. Are you looking for another series win? Deal. From the belt, rocks and fires. Popped up left field. Pickering under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. And here comes Samantha Ray.
Second baseman, number 2, Sammy Ray.
Ray didn't get the start last night. Came in off the bench. She'll bat here with 2 outs after the leadoff single and a runner at first. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. Oh for 1 for Ray, who came in left field. And Jen Rocha is going to come out and have a quick conversation with Kirsten Deal. Looks like Coach Rocha saw something she didn't like, so they'll bring the entire infield in. Hey, we got our third inning shout-outs coming up. Already some cool notes from where people are tuned in today. I saw the great Jackie Wins is tuned in New Jersey. She's watching a future Sooner play. I don't know if I'm allowed to say her name yet. I don't want to get in trouble. I'll ask during the break. How about my man Sean, who is tuned in Sorrento, Italy, that he doesn't miss today's game. Ryan, Gabby, and Thomas are in the booth. Make sure to get that shout-out in. Our buddy Doug Hamilton down in Hockley, Texas. My man Trevor Anderson has even checked in today in Washington. We'll get to those coming up in the third inning. A ball and no strikes. Meeting's over. Infield moves in a bit. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And there's a line drive to center field. Coleman racing in. Makes the catch. Makes it look easy on the sinking liner. And the inning is over. Here we go to the third inning shout-outs brought to you by our good friends at Century Roofing. CenturyRoofingOK.com. Century Roofing on guard for Oklahoma. Here's Sid Sanders in a scoreless game. Back to work for Sarah Willis, who has shedded the sunglasses. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. One thing about Willis, every time she takes the field to pitch, her and Bears, Sydney Ball Malone, their head coach, have a little dance that they do. It's unique. Here's the 0-1 to Sanders. Grounded down the third baseline, foul. The Trails Golf Club offers the perfect atmosphere for great golf and family fun. The Trails, you'll find golf at its best in social events to enjoy all year. Entertain clients, enjoy friends, make family memories at the Trails Golf Club. Visit trailsgolf.com. Scoreless in the third. Sanders went 0 for 2 last night. Did have a walk. Long wait here from Willis. She's ready now. Rocks and fires. Ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch is up and away. 1-2. Avery Hodge getting the start. Waits on deck. As unique of emotion as you'll see from Sarah Willis. She puts the ball behind her back as she bends down, swings the glove back to grab the ball out of her hand. Sanders skies one to shallow left field. Under it is Burge to make the catch for the first out of the inning. lot of times you'll see maybe the pitcher take the ball and put it in their glove. Not Sarah Willis. She'll have the ball behind her back, and she'll swing her glove back around with her left hand to take the ball and go into her motion. As Avery Hodge digs in, first pitch is up high, ball one. And she is constantly smiling. We expect to see her Saturday. Well, we're seeing her Saturday. Expect to see her Sunday as well. Unless Oklahoma just opens up a can over the next few innings, which is possible. Here's the 1-0. Hodge shows bunt, pulls it back, ball two. Long flowing hair has a purple tint to it for Willis, so she's got a cool look. And this UCF team is playing with a lot of swagger and confidence for a team that got beat by 8 last night. They shook that off quickly. Here's the 2-0 to Hodge. Off speed, falls right in for a strike, 2-1. Last night was only the second time this season that UCF did not throw Sarah Willis in its opener. They did it against Texas. Unable to steal a game in that series either. Texas swept them here in Orlando. The 2-1 to Hodge. She waited on the off speed. Still swung through it for strike two. Two balls and two strikes. One away. We're scoreless in the third. I've got Cody a couple steps back, in as tight as she's been most of the game, over at third base. The 2-2 to Hodge. Couldn't stop her swing. Strike three. 2 away. Third strikeout. Sooners will count on Riley Boone to get him a base runner to avoid a perfect 3 innings so far. Riley Boone went 1 for 4 with an RBI last night. The 9-hole hitter for the Sooners takes the first pitch a little bit low and away, ball one. It's one thing, too, a little different about UCF. Every pitch, after every pitch, their infield is moving towards the circle. And it's not just with Sarah Willis. It was last night, too. Here comes the 1-0 to the Sooner right fielder. Boone lays down a bunt that goes foul. Ball and a strike. Scoreless. Top of the third. Sooners looking for a base runner. Haven't been able to get anything going offensively against Sarah Willis. Here comes the 1-1 to Boone. Ground ball towards short. That should be easy for Williams. Gloves, throws, gets her. And it's a quick top half of the third. 3 up and 3 down. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Oklahoma, through the first 3 innings, has not registered a hit, nor have they had a base runner. Quick top half of the third for the Sooners. We head to the bottom half. Sarah Willis will lead things off in a scoreless game. Good pitching matchup between Deal and Willis. Right-handed hitting Willis was listed as the center fielder to start this game. And the lineup card went crazy as the first pitch is in for a strike. In fact, the player who was listed as the starting pitcher, Kaylin Cochran, I guess I would consider in the flex right now. She was on their lineup card. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. May have got a piece of it. Strike two. Hope you all are being weather aware, being safe. I saw Christy McMurphy has us synced up in Edmond tonight. I keep saying tonight. It's, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2:43 local time. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Deal. Sky to right field. Boone races over, makes the catch, 1 away. Treese has us tuned in Austin today. Mike is in Marlow, carrying the mail, dodging thunderstorms. Be safe out there, buddy. Traylon to Kerr. Nate Dogs in Midwest City. Bruce is checking in for the entire OU Birmingham club. William has us synced up. He's with Jackie in Hamilton, New Jersey. The Kitches are in Moore today. Gary and Darla from Mountain View, Oklahoma. Here's the first pitch. A little bit out to the 9-hole hitter, the shortstop, Jazz Williams. A leadoff single by Chloe Evans in the second inning for UCF is the only base runner in this entire game so far. Here's the 1-0 from Deal. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Robert's in Hoffman, Oklahoma. Just change your last name to Hoffman, Robert. That'll make it easier. Robert Hoffman in Hoffman, Oklahoma. Lynn and Kathleen are in Norman. Melanie and Bryn in Seattle today. As the 1-1 pitch finds the outside edge, strike two. Leadoff hitter Katie Burge waits on deck. Wind, it's up a bit, a slight breeze. The rain has ceased here. Here comes the 1-2. Check swing on a pitch on the outer edge. Did she go? No, she did not. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zeros everywhere. Scoreless game, bottom of the third inning. Deal looking for strikeout number 2. Instead, a bouncer to short, off the short hop, and the charge by Jennings. Gloves, throws, gets her. 2 away. Jennings charged it, got it between hops, did a nice job. And here's Katie Burge. Sooner Judy's in Silver City, New Mexico. Actually Las Cruces today. Redhead Sooner is in Tulsa at a Mexican restaurant. Bobby's in the land of Lincoln. Vince, Paul, and Rudy Lake Thunderbird today, and Greg is checking in at work. First pitch swinging, grounded foul down the first base line for Burge, who grounded out to second her last time up. Darla's got the balance going on, weather on her phone, softball on the radio, and synced up with a TV in New Walla. Brett's in New York City. Nancy also, Matt in Moore. Larry, Monty, and Jamie Gasson and Du Ren. Larry in that St. Pete Soonered in. There's a popped up bunt behind home plate. Hansen can't get to it. 0-2 count now on Burge. Kotzelnick got the start in left field last night. Some way, shape, or form made way to Ray in left field at some point during the game. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Kirsten Deal is dealing, and the Sooners have needed her. That's the second strikeout of the game for Deal. Strikeouts brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union. Sooner softball is presented by Love's Travel Stops. Love's Travel Stops is the heart of the highway. Patty Gasso had her mid-inning interview with ESPN Plus. Our buddy Eric Lopez over on the call. Jada Coleman will lead things off. Grounded out to second, her first time up to lead the game off. I don't know if we've introduced our home plate umpire tonight. That's Kevin Conder. Stevie Gold is over at first, and Tom Meyer, who's the crew chief, he's at third. He's got the pitch clock, action clock controls. First pitch to Jada is right on that outer edge for strike 1. We had a quick third, but I see y'all. I saw our buddy Mark Worley had checked in. Casey is in Bern, Switzerland, tuned in today. That might be the farthest away for anyone today. The 0-1. That's in for a strike 2. We did have Sean check in from Italy. Rick's in Nashville. Linda Olbert from snowy Angel Fire, New Mexico. No snow here in Orlando. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Jada outside. And then there's Becky from Barcelona. But we are international today, people, with Sooner softball. Let's see if the runs can get going. Coleman's season average up to .425, but she's hitting .582 when she leads off an inning. Sooners looking for their first hit of the game. The pitch up high, 2-2. Patty Gasso in the third base coach's box in her 30th season, looking for win number 1,500 in her Division I coaching career. Coach Steele, Fale Palima Steele, over at first base, watching intently as Jada Coleman waits on the 2-2 pitch as Sarah Willis brings it home. Bouncer, high chopper towards first. Coleman is going to beat him at the bag. No, they'll call her out. The first base umpire initially looked like he was going to call it safe. Patty Gasso thinking about challenging it. And Fale Steele says, yeah, let's go ahead and challenge it. So we'll have a review brought to you by Noble McIntyre of McIntyre Law, the law firm you should turn to for all your personal injury needs. I don't know what it looked like for those of you who have it synced up, but it almost looked like the first base umpire was going to call her safe and then at the last minute changed to out. While we take a look at this replay, we had a chance to talk with Eric Lopez, ESPN Plus play-by-play voice of the UCF Knights, for our Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting Opponent Preview. And we asked Eric a little bit about what we can expect. I mean, obviously it's been pretty dominating so far, but what we can expect and what stands out in trying to scout Sarah Willis.
Well, I think Sarah Willis has got maybe one of the best changeups that ever that's played at UCF. She's got great, can mix it up 69-70 with like a 43, 44 mile an hour changeup. That's what makes her really tough to hit. Has an incredible personality, smiles a lot, but she's a super competitor there. And she can hit, as you can see. Of course, she was on that Washington team that played Oklahoma in that super regional in 21. She was on that roster, got here to develop to this star pitcher. I mean, she's probably been top 5, top 10 pitcher all time here at UCF. So mixing up the speeds, she gets stronger as the game goes on usually. So I'm really going to be fascinated to see how she comes out early against this Oklahoma team offense, because she sometimes gets a little wild early, maybe a walk or two in the first couple innings, but usually after that she kind of goes by. But look for her to throw a lot of changeup. She'll throw it at any count. And then obviously, when you think, oh, she's just going to throw a bunch of changeup, boom, she hits you with a 70-mile-an-hour pitch. So she's got a tremendous repertoire and a super competitor.
Polston Tax Resolution and Accounting. Your tax problems don't care who you are, but we do. The umpires have confirmed that Jada Coleman was out. One away. Here is Tiare Jennings. Sooners lose their first challenge of the day, and the first pitch to Tiare Jennings is in for a strike. That was a bang-bang play at first base. But unfortunately, the replay goes the way of the Knights. Sooners still looking for their first hit of the game. First pitch to Jennings is long gone. Oh my goodness, Tiare just hammered her 90th career home run way out of the stadium. And it's 1-0 Sooners on an absolute no-doubter for number 90 for Tiare. 1-0 Sooners on an absolute moonshot. UCF, Space U, cleared for takeoff, and Jennings launched it into another stratosphere. And finally, we can celebrate Tiare Jennings and her 90th career home run. Here's the first pitch to Cassidy Pickering with the Sooners up 1-0. That off speed catches the top end of the strike zone for strike one. What a mark. What a career. That's her 299th career run batted in. She is tied for 6th all-time in career runs batted in. Pickering, who's 0 for 1, tried to check her swing and take strike two. That was an absolute bomb. There's trees beyond the left field wall. and that cleared him. Here's the 0-2 to Pickering. Off speed, outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, that's one way to do it. Just hit one out of the stadium. Sooners had 2 home runs yesterday. They had a third here today as the 1-2 pitch is headed home to Cassidy Pickering. Bounce back to the circle. Willis gloves, throws. 2 away. So with 3 home runs this weekend, that's 90 home runs on the season. So the 90th career home run for T.R.A. Jennings. The 90th home run on the season for Oklahoma Sooner softball. 2 away for Kinsey Hansen. That puts T.R.A. tied for 7th all-time in college softball history. She is now tied for 7th overall with Stacy Newman. She's tied with Newman for 6th on the career RBI mark, too. The 1-0 to Hansen misses a little bit in. Of course, Carly Spade has been on fire for Miami of Ohio. Spade is now 2nd all-time in career home runs. She surpassed Lauren Chamberlain this week. She is at 96. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Hansen, inside ball 3. So with any kind of normal run now for T.R.A. Jennings, she will likely finish her career in the top 3 in career home runs. Got a long way to go, though. She's at 90, needs to get to 95. Here comes the 3-0 pitch to Kinsey Hansen. I believe this is the first 3-0 count that the Sooners have had today, and they're strike 1. 1-0 Sooners on a titanic blast off the bat of T.R.A. Jennings. Ella Parker waits on deck. 17th home run of 2024 for T.R.A. 3-1 pitch headed home to Hansen. Ball 4 way outside. I mean, way outside. Here comes Ella Parker.
Player number 5, Ella Parker.
This inning started with what I guess could be considered a bit of a controversial review in the eyes of Sooner fans. But it's still rolling. Sooners up now 1-0. Here's the first pitch to Parker. That off speed is right in for a strike. Parker grounded out to short her last time up. No balls and a strike with Brito waiting on deck. Hansen over at first. Here's the 0-1. Little out, little low. I know that this isn't happening, but every time I watch Sarah Willis and her motion, I feel like she adds like another move to it. It's almost there's another kind of jerk or another kind of movement. She has the glove at her belt, swings it back around to grab the ball from her hand behind her back, moves the glove up and down, and drops a changeup in for strike 2. You get it off speed anywhere near the zone right now, this home plate umpire's calling it a strike. That's kind of been the norm here today. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hansen walked. Jennings homered. 1-0 Sooners. Here's the 1-2 to the freshman Parker. Off speed is lined into the gap in right center field. It's up the alley. It's to the wall. Patty Gasso will wave home Kinsey Hansen. She'll slide in head first. Safe. It's an RBI double with 2 outs from Ella Parker to add to the Sooner lead. It's now 2-0. She got one she could work with, and she drove it into the right center field gap. And here comes Bears. Cindy Ball Malone is going to come out and chat with Sarah Willis. Now, one thing that Patty Gasso did notice right away, Ella Parker should be standing on third base right now. The throw in from center field missed the cutoff person, and Parker, I don't know if she didn't catch it in time, but wasn't able to get a break to get towards the bag. So she's at second. It's 2-0 Sooners. We're in the top of the fourth inning. And Oklahoma does something that they were struggling with a bit last night. They get a 2-out hit. Here's Brito. Brito was a strikeout victim her last time up. She stands in with Parker at second, 2 away. That off speed falls in for strike one. Sid Sanders waits on deck. No balls and a strike to the Sooner third baseman. The pitch, low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Last night, the Sooners were just 1 for 8 as a team with 2 outs. The RBI double from Parker, the second hit of the game, a big one. The 1-0, good pitch, but missed a little bit up. 2 balls and a strike. The scoreboard has it 2-0. The first pitch of this at bat was a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. There we go. Sooner fans here are getting active. You can hear them. Here comes the 2-1. Pop foul down the right side and well out of play. A T.R.A. Jennings home run. And a line drive into the gap. RBI double from Ella Parker. Let's see if Brito can add to it. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Willis. Off speed, grounded softly towards third. Cody up with it, throws, got her, but they're going to say foul ball, just foul. See, Big Zilla's got us tuned in Ada. The Johnsons are up in Tulsa, being weather aware. Beck and Diane in Pflugerville. There's Miss Jane Jetson in Dallas. Doc Walden, Dr. Susan Walden. And my man OU architect Ruben just got done playing golf. Good timing, Ruben. Everyone on their feet for this 2-2 pitch. Headed home, Brito. Lines one deep to center field, but racing back and making the catch is Rowe. She hit it on the button, but Rowe was positioned perfectly, and that'll do it for the Sooners here in the top of the fourth. But not before Oklahoma gets on the board in a big way. A homer from T.R.A. Jennings, a 2-out RBI double from Ella Parker. And as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, Oklahoma presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway, and our OU community outreach partners, Fowler Auto Group, OU Health. Also in that group is the good folks at, well, if I can read, Coca-Cola and OG&E. University of Oklahoma Athletics is one with you. 2-0 Sooners as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Cindy Ball Malone is doing her mid-inning interview. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Stormy Kotzelnick, Jada Cody, and Chloe Evans. OU baseball is off today because of weather concerns. We'll get an update in our post-game show from Toby Rowland after Oklahoma beat Texas last night. That new schedule for Sooner baseball. What a comeback already today in college softball this morning in the SEC. Georgia was in trouble. And when we left the hotel, I want to say it was 4-0 Actually, it was 5-0 when we left the hotel. Georgia comes back and wins it 11-6. Sprinkling some scores as the game rolls on. We're ready to go in the fourth. 2-0 Sooners. First pitch, a little on the outside, ball one. Minimal games in the Big 12 today because of the schedules shifting due to weather. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Deal. Lefty-lefty matchup. Missed up high, ball one. Oklahoma State and Kansas will play their final game Sunday at 1 o'clock. The Cowgirls rallied to win 6-5 last night. OSU has now won 7 games in a row. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A little bit up, ball three. The Baylor-BYU series is already completed as Baylor has swept the Cougars, winning all 3 games. 8-7, 12-9, and then in run rule fashion, 14-4. Baylor's been playing better. Here's the 3-0. I don't know where that was, but they're calling ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk. Looked pretty good from here. Tech and Houston will get going. Well, they just got underway. Texas Tech held on to beat Houston 7-6. They're in the top of the third. Texas on top of Iowa State 2-0. See if there's an updated score there. Here it's 2-0 Sooners. Nope, 2-zip Texas. First pitch in for a strike to the right-handed hitting Jada Cody. Grounded out to Sid Sanders over at first. And her only at bat so far, that was in the first inning, and as there was a long wait, Cody is granted a timeout before Deal steps on the rubber. Now she's ready. Usually if you're not with ball and glove, they'll grant you that timeout as a hitter. There's a ball up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big 12 tournament starting to take shape a bit. Sooners control its own destiny for the top seed. There's a bouncer towards second, could be 2. Hodge shovels to Jennings for 1 to first. Beat her out. Jada Coleman just got there. Or Jada Cody just got there and beat the throw for the fielder's choice.
Now batting the right fielder, number 12.
Here's Chloe Evans. Here's at least what I figured out. 1, 2, and 3 are going to be Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and Texas in some order. 4 through 9 is wide open in the Big 12 tournament as far as seedings are concerned. And Houston looks like they're going to be the 10 seed. First pitch in for a strike to Evans, who has the only hit so far for UCF when she laid down a bunt. Evans was pretty amazing here last night, looking back at the box score. Swing and a miss at the rise. No balls and 2 strikes. She finished 2 for 4 with a run scored and 2 runs batted in. Both her hits were extra base hits. A double and a home run. Deal, though, is ahead on the count. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Little soft slap to the left side. Brito backs up on it. Throws. Got her. What a play by Alyssa Brito, ranging to her left. And gets the speedy Evans. There's 2 away. No chance to get Cody at second. And here's Ashley Griffin.
Now batting the catcher, number 27, Ashley Griffin.
Here's Ashley Griffin, flied out to right her last time up. Bottom of the 4th inning, 2-0 Sooners. Runner in scoring position for the first time today for UCF, as the first pitch is low and away for ball 1. Sooners jumped on top in the top half of the 4th with a home run from Tiare Jennings and a 2-out RBI double from Ella Parker. The 1-0, some gas, misses low and away. Griffin walked twice last night, started out on the bench, I believe, came in as the DP. No, she started as the DP last night. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Pop foul down the right side, and that's going to get into the Sooner bullpen. The fight in the dugout and in the bullpen has been for shade. It is hot here in Orlando. Double check looks like some of the rain concerns have burned out. It is 83 degrees. A little bit more cloud cover today, but there's some creative awnings that have been put up to protect the coaches and the players in the bullpen. 2-1 is strike two, right down Lindsay. Notice it as we were looking down at the Sooner dugout, and they have a little kind of canopy awning that they've put up over the left corner where there is absolutely no shade at all in that bullpen. So G. War is getting a little bit of a break today. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss! Kirsten Deal climbed the ladder, rips her face mask off, and lets out a yell as Oklahoma shuts down the UCF threat in the fourth. It's the third strikeout today for Deal. Strikeouts are presented by Tinker Federal Credit Union as Sid Sanders leads things off in the top of the fifth inning. Fifth inning is brought to you by the Hal Smith Restaurant Group. Learn more about all the great dining options available to you at the Hal Smith at Hal Smith's restaurants. Go to halsmith.com. First pitch to Sid Sanders is low for ball one. Sid skied one out to left field her last time up. See if Cindy Ball Malone made any sneaky defensive changes here. Looks like it's pretty much the same defensive alignment personnel-wise as the 1-0 is a little bit out. Saw this great note from Toby Baldwin yesterday. They announced the largest crowd for a UCF softball game after the game yesterday. As the 2-0 pitch to Sanders misses outside, ball three. The total attendance number was, well, they put 842 on the box score, but I think it was, 1268? Is that right? 1236 was close. 1,236. The 3-0 pitch is headed home to Sid Sanders. And drops in for a strike. To just kind of give you an idea of the other level that Oklahoma has been on because of your support and because of this incredible coach and this incredible team and this incredible run. They're going to have 3 record-setting crowds here this weekend, and it still won't match capacity of Love's Field. 3-1 to Sanders, another off-speed that drops in for strike two. And I think they've already announced 1,236, 1,236 here for today. And I bet there's more than that because fans can pull up. Don't need a ticket here. It's not a berm. It's just an area behind the fences where you can watch the game. Pretty cool. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Sanders waits on an off-speed, softly bounces it towards third. Cody is up with it, throws her out. One away. It's also a good reminder to join the Trophy Club today to make sure that you will continue to keep Oklahoma Sooner softball at the highest level possible with your support. Join today by going to Soonersports.com/Trophy Club. Trophy Club members had an exclusive autograph session with the Sooners after the game last Sunday against Houston. First pitch to Avery Hodge, misses outside, ball one. At Soonersports.com/Trophy Club. Last time up, Hodge was a strikeout victim, one of 3 so far for Sarah Willis. Sooners have fared much better second time through the lineup. As the 1-0 pitch to Hodge, there's that fastball, that heater that Eric Lopez was talking about. That misses a little low, ball two. Willis can't believe it. Griffin turns around to get clarification. It was close. And Willis starting to fall behind. Get that pitch total up. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 Sooners. We're in the 5th. Hodge lines one right back to Willis, who gloves. And there's 2 away. I mean, you couldn't have put it more perfectly in Willis's glove, even if Avery Hodge had walked out there and put it in her glove. Here's Riley Boone. Grounded out to short her last time up, did Boone. Sooners looking to get something going with 2. That's when they did their damage in the 4th inning after the T.R.A. Jennings home run. First pitch chopped over the head of the first baseman. Racing to try to make the play is Ray, the second baseman. Gets away from her. Boone takes off for second, and they're going to tag her out, but they're going to call obstruction, it looks like, over at first base. So Boone was safe at first regardless. She tried to advance to second, but they called obstruction because she ran into the base runner. So a smart play by Riley Boone has her standing at second base. Ray tried to make the play on the chopper that got over the head of the first baseman, Doherty. But as Doherty tried to come back to the bag, she ran into Boone, who was trying to advance to second. Obstruction is called, and Riley Boone is at second with 2 outs. Now Cindy Ball Malone is going to come out and protest. She's shaking her head in disagreement. And then the home plate umpire explained it, and she had the, okay, I got you, but then stopped. But then got it and went back to the dugout.
Number 24, Tina Coleman.
Not a bad time for a Jada Coleman laser into the left center field gap, is it? 2-0 Sooners. Boone is at second. 2 outs. Top of the 5th. The first pitch to Jada is low and away. Ball 1. Jada's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to second to start the game for the Sooners. Grounded out to first in the 4th. This has been some kind of game of adjustments on both sides. Here's the 1-0 to Jada. I'm telling you, anything that is an off speed is getting called a strike. That's in for strike 1. I'm totally messing up your radar gun, Gabby. I'm sorry. There we go. 1 ball and 1 strike. Coleman waits. Willis rocks, fires, low and away, 2-0. Jacob Scott is our producer back in the Learfield studios. My name is Chris Plank. Our crew is packed into the broadcast booth here in Orlando. Thomas Breach, media relations guru, stats connoisseur. Gabby and Ryan Wondrasik on every single analytic you need. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Jada. Up high, ball 3. Jada Coleman nods as she takes a little walk, looks into the on-deck circle at T.R.A. Jennings. A look of confidence from Jada. Rose got her shaded a little bit towards left center, not much. That's the only positioning adjustment for UCF against Coleman. Oh, she whiffed on an off-speed. Swing and miss way out in front of it. Strike 2. I think Jada was sitting on something else. Full count here. Two outs, the 3-2 pitch with a runner at second. Willis gets the pop up to the right side. It's going to get out of play just on top of the Sooner dugout. Coleman was a little bit fooled on that, but still muscled it out of play. Now she'll get a little debrief with T.R.A. Jennings in the on-deck circle. Three balls and 2 strikes. Full count again. Pretty good battle here between two of the best. Willis brings it home. Line drive left field. If it's fair, it's big trouble, but it's foul. I'm not kidding you. It seems as if there's another extra movement, and Willis always seems to add to her to her emotion. 3-2 pitch here from the senior. Do it again. Here it comes. Bounce to the right side. Easy play for Ray. Shovels to first, and Coleman is retired. She was just a little bit out in front of that off speed, and the Sooners wasted 2-out single to Riley Boone. And as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, Oklahoma leads it 2-0. Sooner softball is presented by Love's Travel Stops. Love's Travel Stops is the heart of the highway. And as we head to the 5th, bottom of the 5th, you're listening to Sooners. Here we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Oklahoma leads it 2-0. 5th innings, as always, presented by the good people, Hal Smith Restaurant Groups. Visit halsmith.com to learn more. Our buddy Chris Emerson is tuned in today from St. Francis Hospital. Randy Ritchie, the Johnsons are up in Tulsa. Our man Mark Montgomery out in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Thanks for making Sooner softball part of what looks to be a stormy Saturday in Norman. Here it's 2-0 Sooners. Shannon Doherty leads off. Kirsten Deal's first pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. 2 runs on 2 hits. That's the only scoring of the game. Deal spinning a gem, a 1-hit shutout. There's strike 1. Doherty's 0 for 1, flied out to left field into second. One ball and a strike. The pitch, swing and a miss, chased it high. Boy, Deal's really had that movement cooking today. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch popped up right side. Avery Hodge calls off everybody to make the catch, and there is one away. Doherty has that. I know we're going back a little bit for those that might remember the 2022 Super Regional. She moves all over the batter's box while she's getting ready to hit. She's got her feet shuffling, moving around. She's 0 for 2 here today. And here's Samantha Ray. Left-handed hitting Ray takes strike 1. In tied at third is Brito. She's ready for anything here. Bunt shown. Ball 1 misses outside. Ray hit a sinking liner to center field back in the 2nd inning. What else does Jada Coleman do? Came racing in and made a play. And popped up the 1-1 pitch that's going to get back over our heads, hit off the top of the press box. We're just perusing here a little bit on the NFL draft. Congratulations to a guy who spent some time in a Sooner uniform. Spencer Rattler got drafted in the 5th round. 150th pick overall to go be Derek Carr's backup. Not a bad place to be in New Orleans. Still waiting for our next Sooner to go. 1-2, swing and a miss. Kirsten Deal, strikeout number 4, and there's 2 away. Strikeouts brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union, Oklahoma's largest credit union. And here's Sarah Willis. See if she can't help her own cause out here. 2-0 Sooners. Bottom of the 5th inning. Looking ahead to that Sooner 6th. It'll be Jennings, Pickering, and Hanson. First pitch is a little bit up and out, ball 1. One other note on the draft, congratulations to Tyler Guyton. 2nd straight year that Oklahoma's had an offensive lineman go in the 1st round. Softball's the focus here, though. 2-0 Sooners, bottom of the 5th inning, 2 outs. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Sarah Willis. Boy, that's a really good spot. Might have been a little low and out. 2 balls and no strikes. Willis popped out to right field her last time up. Update from Austin. They moved to the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-0. Longhorns lead Iowa State. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Willis. Good spot. Strike 1. They have the Big 12 flags beyond the left and right field wall. But only the teams that play softball. No TCU, West Virginia, or Kansas State in that group, as the 2-1 pitch misses low and away, ball 3. Shouts out to my buddy Lloyd, who's got us tuned in. I believe Lloyd's in Norman, giving us the heads up on the Spencer Rattler pick. Appreciate you checking in, Lloyd. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Willis. Grounded sharply towards short. Jennings reaches out, makes a smooth play, throws to first, inning over. That thing took a wicked hop and looked like it was going to shoot past her, but Jennings stayed with it. That's 5 straight retired by Deal. 3 up, 3 down.
Exam. And remember,
20/20 or it's free.
that's the Clear Sight Guarantee, and you are going to love what you see.
Your home for the Sooners. 1560 AM, the franchise too.
Tiare Jennings has the big blast in this game. Her solo home run in the 4th gave the Sooners a 1-zip lead. Ella Parker added an RBI double. And that's where we stand. 2-0 Sooners, as TRA will lead things off here in the 6th. Back to work for Sarah Willis, who has broke back out the shades. First pitch to the Sooner shortstop. A little bit low. Orthodontics exclusively is proud to present the junior captain of the game. The ultimate fan experience for children 6 through 12. 2 orthodontics exclusively locations. One in Norman and South Oklahoma City. And every consultation is free. Go to orthoeXc.com. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Jennings. That's in for a strike, 1-1. The home run by Jennings, if you weren't with us, was her 90th career home run. Because of Carly Spade's run, she's now 2nd all-time with 96. So Jennings is currently tied for 7th all-time in career home runs with her 90th. Here's the 1-1. Off speed is popped into center field. Facing over his row to make the catch towards right center field, and there is one away. Wind drifted that one just a bit. She's 1 RBI shy of 300 career runs batted in now is Jennings. She'll try to... I think we were debating whether or not we thought she could get to the all-time career RBI list. I think she can, number 1. She's got a lot of work to do. Time to start driving in a lot of runs, TR. 1 away. Here's Pickering. That's low and away. Kind of give you an idea of what that looks like. Jenny Dalton is at 328. And that's the career record. I think it's doable. Here's the 1-0. Up high, 2-0. That would involve a lot of games for the Sooners to play, which would mean good things for us, right? More Sooner softball. 2 balls and no strikes to Pickering, who is 0 for 2 on the day. We'll get our focus here on the, I guess this would be kind of the quarterfinalist for freshman of the year, as the 2-0 pitch is low. You get this right, Thomas? They pare it down from 25 to 10, and then it's down to, what, the final 3 for the freshman of the year? I think that's how it goes. I guess I could read your release. 3 balls, no strikes. Again, a count we haven't seen very often from Sarah Willis today. She asks for time and gets it. Maybe there was some confusion over it. Three balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch to Pickering. Off speed, drops in for strike 1. Are you serious? Some of the fans in the outfield sent us some food up to the press box. And this has got to be the best-looking burger I've ever seen in my life. Are those mushrooms? No. Whatever it is, it looks good. We got 4 of us. We can split it 4 ways, Wonderosik. Here's the 3-1 to Pickering, ball 4. Thank you, guys. Tuned in out there in left field. Appreciate you. It's been a big season of getting gifts for me. I don't know why. I've never asked for them, but, I mean, Warren brought me a Mr. Good bar before the game. I got my man Kevin in Kansas. Kevin in Kansas, I saw you checked in. He brought pulled pork and his famous barbecue sauce, and it really is some of the best stuff I've ever eaten in my life. And Coach Steele's husband is here for this trip, and when I saw him on Thursday night, he said, "Hey, did you get your pulled pork at the game?" Because Kevin in Kansas had to talk his way past security in order to bring the food into Love's Field. So thank you, Kevin. Cassidy Pickering will be replaced at first base for Hannah Core, who will pinch run here as Kinsey Hansen digs in. Hansen walked and scored a run her last time up. She's 0 for 1. First pitch in for a strike. I have failed all of you miserably in speaking things into existence. But it is worth mentioning that Kinsey Hansen hasn't homered since the Texas Tech series. The do factor is high. The 0-1 is a dirty off speed that drops right in. But despite the fact she's not hitting home runs, she is on absolute fire. She has a mini 4-game hitting streak. But it goes well beyond that since her return. She has been unstoppable. But she's behind 0-2 here for the Sooner catcher. Reaches and bounces it towards second. The only play is to second, and they'll get her. There's 2 away. Hannah Core was cooking, man. Couldn't quite get there. As Hansen reaches on the fielder's choice, and here's Ella Parker. You might say a 4-game hitting streak. Not really too much to flex about. But look at what she had done before that. She had a 10-game hitting streak. She's had a hit in 14 of her last 15 games as Kinsey Hansen. She's aboard here with 2 outs for Ella Parker. 2-0 Sooners lead it. We're in the 6th. First pitch low, ball 1. Parker in this same spot back in the 4th. Lined a double into the right center field gap that scored Kinsey Hansen. Only difference, Hansen is standing at first. She was at second in the 4th. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Parker. She had a good cut, fouled it back. The RBI double that Parker had. Her 10th double of the season. She's in a 3-way tie for second on the team, and her 41st RBI. Willis rocks and fires with the 1-1. It's an off speed. That's strike 2. Hansen takes off and steals second. Very late throw. Hansen had timed it perfectly. Now Willis is... Oh, they called that a ball. Oh, boy. We'll take it. 2 balls and a strike. Willis couldn't believe it. Throws her arms out. Walks to the back of the circle. Grabs the rosin. Big smile. Now toes the rubber, ready for this 2-1 pitch. Now we're in the exact same situation we were in the 4th. Hansen at second. The 2-1 pitch to Parker. It's ball 3. That didn't miss by much either. First stolen base of the weekend for the Sooners. How about that? And it's Kinsey Hansen. Here's a 3-1 to Ella Parker, looking to add to the 2-0 lead, and instead she'll take ball 4. First and second, 2 outs for Brito. Brito went 2 for 4 here last night with a 2-run home run. She's 0 for 2 today. Crowd chants Brito bomb, Brito bomb. They'd love to see one here. The winds have died down. Sun bakes the surface here in Orlando. First and second, 2 outs. First pitch off speed, popped up right side, caught by Doherty, inning over. Brito got fooled, tried to power it over the first baseman, but couldn't do it, and that'll do it for the Sooners. Coverage of NCAA championships on the Varsity Network app, powered by Learfield. You can hear legends like Ryan Radke and the Westwood One exclusive national coverage, along with most schools broadcast through a multicast option. That's only on the Varsity Network app, available for free in your app store. Williams is 0 for 1, grounded out to short in the third. She bats here to lead things off in the sixth against Kirsten Deal, who has spun a gem. First pitch is high for ball 1. Cloud cover continues. The wind picks up just slightly. The flag beyond the right center field wall waves as this one is popped foul down the right side. Sanders gives chase and makes a sensational catch in that expanded foul territory over her shoulder for out number 1. What a job by Sid Sanders. And it looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter here. We mentioned the flag beyond the right center field wall. That's where Old Glory is. They have 5 Big 12 flags right beyond the right field wall, 5 beyond the left field wall. And all of them have now adjusted where they're blowing straight out. The wind has shifted here a bit. Aubrey Evans is going to get the call here. As Bear goes to her bench. First pitch, in for a strike. Update from Austin. They go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Texas 4, Iowa State nothing. Oklahoma State will not play today. They'll try to get a game in tomorrow. No balls and a strike. Up and away, 1-1. Evans, the pinch hitter, a .283 average. 8 doubles, a couple home runs. There's strike 2. A freshman out of Salinas, California, by way of Notre Dame High School, Salinas. Behind the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Deal brings it home. Boy, that's a good spot. Missed a little bit up on that outer edge. Ball 2. Hannah Pinge ran. She is in the game in left field now for the Sooners, replacing Cassidy Pickering in left. Defensive adjustment we've seen a lot this season. Here comes the 2-2. Popped up right side. Avery Hodge calls off everyone, but Sid Sanders comes in at the last minute and takes it away. And that ball snow-coned out of her glove. But she held on to it, and there's 2 away. All right, Patty Gasso is going to call time. She's on her way to the circle. Doesn't necessarily look upset or disappointed, but she is directly talking to her infield. We mentioned the wind was a little bit tricky here. By the way, for those curious, the OU flag in the 10 softball playing schools from the Big 12 is located beyond the right field wall here. Kansas, OU, OSU, Texas, and Texas Tech in that order from right center towards the foul pole. And where just moments ago all those flags were blowing straight out, now they're blowing straight across. And the other 5 softball playing members of the Big 12 who have their flags behind the left field wall, where apparently there's some grill masters, They're blowing straight out. The tree provides some good shade. All right, whatever Coach Gasso's message was, it's been received. 2-0 Sooners, bottom of the 6th, 2 away. First pitch, a little bit blown away to Stormy Kotzelnick. Kotzelnick is 0 for 1. Struck out in the first as the DP today, walked in the 4th, and was forced out at second. The 1-0 is, I don't know where, ball 2. Looked pretty good, right on that outer edge. I haven't had much to complain about. It at times seems like it's been a pretty good zone, but it's just hasn't been overly consistent today. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike. 2-1. Kotzelnick's speed has Alyssa Brito in a bit at third. Deep over at first, though, is Sid Sanders. 2-1 is sky to center field and pretty deep. Coleman ranges back towards left center field, makes the catch short of the warning track, and that'll do it for a UCF in the 6th. Experience everything you love about golf and more. Learn about spring membership specials and the advantages of belonging to a private club today. Visit trailsgolf.com. 2-0 Sooners as we head to the 7th. First pitch to Sydney Sanders. Sarah Willis rocks and fires. This is low, ball 1. Sanders has been solid in the field for the Sooners as a very ominous cloud shifts over the playing surface here at the UCF softball complex as the 1-0 misses low and in ball 2. It was all sunshine and heat here yesterday, and it's been a mix of cloud cover. We even had a shower in the first inning of this game. The 2-0 pitch from Willis is an off speed that, he actually called an off speed a ball. Ball 3. 6 innings so far for Willis, just the 2 hits. Both runs earned, 3 strikeouts to go along with 3 walks. The home run by T.R.A. Jennings was just the 5th in 105 innings that Willis has given up. Here's the 3-0 to Sanders. That's an off speed that's in for a strike. Man, Eric Lopez wasn't kidding when the voice of the UCF Knights told us that she's not afraid to throw her off speed, her changeup at any time during a count. Three balls and a strike. 2-zip Sooner lead. See if they can get the leadoff hitter aboard. The pitch to Sanders is ball 4. That would be just the 4th free pass for a Sooner here today. And that is, how about this? That's the first time today the Sooners have put the leadoff hitter aboard in an inning. You put 4 on the board last night in the 7th. Maybe get themselves a little separation here in the top half of the 7th with Alina Torres getting called upon to pinch hit here. Also, Quincy Lilio is checked in over at first. So Q is pinch running here. And Alina Torres is pinch hitting. Torres, 371 on the season. Kind of been the regular at second, though it's a matchup-based rotation. And she tried to check her swing on the first pitch and couldn't. Saw our buddy Stephen York check in and said, I'd probably throw a changeup every pitch. I might too. No balls and a strike with Lilio at first. Could have hit and run beyond here. The pitch, it's not. As the 0-1 pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Riley Boone waits on deck. Torres has started at second, first. She's been the DP and got a call in right field as well this year. Here's the 1-1. She lays down a bunt that goes foul. Last night, Torres was 0 for 1 with a walk. Here today, she finds herself in a spot to try to add to the Sooners' 2-zip lead in the top of the 7th inning. The Burger review is in. Thomas gets it a 10 out of 10. Well done, everybody. Blue ribbons, whatever they give to Grill Masters. Y'all earned it. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Torres. There's that off speed that just misses. I mean, that was strike 3. Let's see if Torres can take advantage of a break here. Lilio at first after the leadoff walk to Sanders. First leadoff batter the Sooners have had aboard today. 2-2 off speed is ripped foul down the left field line. Torres had a beat on it, crushed it, just foul. Did not have Alina Torres on my bingo board for the Sooner baller that would be asking about draft questions. That's where we were last night at dinner. Alina Torres talking NFL draft. Now, granted, it was based on one guy. She was wanting to know about Isaiah Coe, but I'll still take it. See if she can't find a gap somewhere on this 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Reared back. Willis through the heater. One away. 4th strikeout of the game. The first, though, for Willis since the first time through the lineup. Here's Riley Boone. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Stranded at second in the 5th inning. After a 2-out single. First pitch, she had a cut, swung through it for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Willis from way down low brings it home and misses just a bit out. 1 ball and 1 strike. The wind is picked up once again. This time it's blowing straight out to left field. Palm trees beyond the left and right center field wall. Sway just a bit as the 1-1 pitch shows bunt, and on a pitch that was exactly where the 0-1 pitch, it's called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coleman waits on deck. Sooners looking to add a little insurance for Kirsten Deal, who has been absolutely amazing here tonight. Here's the 1-2 to Boone. Off speed, line to center field, but right at the center fielder Rowe, who makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Boone hit it hard. And here's Jada Coleman. Speaking of hitting the ball hard, Jada left the yard here last night. But she's 0 for 3 here today. Willis, that deep in, rocks and fires, drops in a strike. Again, Lilio, the pinch runner over at first, has shown no willingness to move or do anything. Just make sure you don't leave the bag early. Because, at least from the perspective we have, Steve Gold, he's watching the pitcher, but it's almost like he's looking right at Q Lilio from behind the first base bag. 0-1 pitch. Misses low and away, a ball and a strike. After the hit fest of last night, where the two teams combined for 20 hits and left 18 runners on base, 3 combined hits between the two teams. Sooners lead at 2-0. Jada looking to add to it. The 1-1 off speed up high, 2-1. 46 miles an hour. To kind of give you an idea of the difference in speed. Upper 60s to 46, 47. 2 balls and a strike. How does she ever lose a game? Coleman waits. Here it comes. Grounded foul. That was the heater, 68. She stays alive, 2-2. Now the wind picks up. As strong of a gust as we've had here. Evans takes a few steps back in right field. Rowe in center is shaded slightly towards the left center field gap. Now she steps in a bit. Straight away and left for Burge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the UCF fans show some life. Here comes the pitch to Coleman. Called strike 3. Jada knew it. Turns, walks towards the dugout. That'll do it for the Sooners in the 6th. All right, that'll do it for the Sooners in the 7th. Another scoreless half inning for the Sooners. And they'll need Kirsten Deal to dial up 3 big outs as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Kirsten Deal has been fantastic here tonight. Let's see if she can finish it off as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. A good one brewing in Orlando, Oklahoma, up 2-0. It'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for UCF. 2-zip Deal, 6 innings, 1 hit. First pitch, low, ball 1. 6 innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. She's thrown 76 pitches so far here tonight, or this afternoon. 1 ball and no strikes. The Big 12 pitcher of the week gets a foul straight back. 1-1. I feel bad, Thomas. Thomas Breach, our media relations guru, he works hard for those Player of the Week honors, and it took me 6 innings to mention it. My bad. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm already SEC ready. That's what's wrong. Here's the 1-1. A little low, 2-1. That is now 79 pitches for Deal. Kind of wild. Only 47 of them have been strikes. Not a bad percentage. She's behind here, 2-1. The pitch. Ground ball sharply to second. Oh, Hodge has it, goes through her wickets into right field. It'll be an error on Avery Hodge, and Cody will reach. And Chloe Evans, who homered here last night, represents the game-tying run. Oh, that was an easy one. Shake it off. Shake it off. Sid Sanders did re-enter. She's back in at first. Sanders at first, Hodge at second, Jennings at short, Brito, who is in tight at third. The battery of Deal and Hansen with Core still in left. Coleman in straightaway center field, and over and right, that's Riley Boone. First pitch, in for a strike. This is the 3rd time today that UCF has put the leadoff hitter aboard. 4th error on the weekend for the Sooners. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to the right side, backhanded by Sanders to second for 1. Jennings will hold it there. What a play by Sid Sanders, looking smooth. There's 1 out. Evans will reach on the fielder's choice. I mean, there wasn't even a hesitation of where Sanders was going with that ball. Kennedy Searcy will be called upon to pinch hit here for Ashley Griffin. Searcy came in last night.
Number 22, Penny
One away, bottom of the 7th, 2-0 Sooners. Searcy will be called upon to pinch hit. .361 average on the season for Searcy. Product of Jacksonville, Florida. Staying in tight is Brito over at third. First pitch swinging, fouls it back, strike 1. Oh, this has been a good one. You've had a different type of game in the span of 24 hours. Could not be two different kinds of games. Here comes the 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Really nice job by Kinsey Hansen. One ball, one strike. Deal. Gets the grounder to the right side. Oh, it hit the runner. It hit the runner. The runner is out. There's two away. Chloe Evans, unbelievable. It hit her back heel, and there's two outs. I think she was trying to flash a bit to throw off Hodge. Not a bad idea, but it just caught her flush. Two away. Home plate umpire is walking over to say something to the Sooner dugout. Here's last night's starter, Sona Halajian. So Searcy aboard at first. Halajian trying to keep UCF alive. Down to their last out. The pitch from Deal. Swing and a miss up high. Strike one. Halajian looks down and kind of gives the I'm okay coach look. No balls and a strike. Halajian deep in the box, right-handed hitter, waves the bat behind her ear and hits one deep to left field at the wall. Core leaps, it hits off the wall, rounding third and heading home. That'll be a run. That'll cut it in half as Halajian nearly left the yard on a ball that hit off the fence. She was just up there to swing from her boots and nearly left the yard. Searcy scores from first on the double from Halajian. It is her 17th RBI on the season. And now, well, Patty Gasso is out. What was Coach asking about? Coach Gasso came out and said something to Hannah Core. I don't know. They're going to call a timeout. UCF has called a timeout here. So Halajian, I thought it was gone. I thought that we were tied with the way that ball was headed towards left field. I don't know if Core brought it back or if it hit off the wall. And we don't have a replay monitor here. But Core went up and the ball shot back off the fence. And now Patty Gasso, since Cindy Ball Malone has used a timeout, she's asking if she's able to talk to her team as well. She's standing just beyond the first baseline. Off the wall. So definitely hit off the wall. Boy, Sooners caught a break there. I mean, that ball with this wind, which is blowing straight out to left field, how that didn't leave the yard, unbelievable. All right, this 30-second timeout has become like a minute and a half. We are going to get a pinch runner at second. Yeah, there we go. Samantha Del Hoyo will pinch run over at second base. And in Samantha Ray's spot, we're going to see a pinch hitter in Sierra Humphreys. Freshman has a chance to be a hero for UCF here today. 2-1, the Sooners lead at drama in the seventh. First pitch strike from Kirsten Deal. Just the second hit of the game. Deal, long wait from the belt. The 0-1, way outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, what a moment for KD, though, right? On the road, in conference play, trying to win the series, and the tying run is at second with the winning run at the plate. The 1-1 misses high, 2-1. Humphreys has hit 2 home runs this season, 6 doubles and a triple. Well, my math makes that 9 extra base hits. She's driven in 26 runs. She's ahead on the count here, 2 balls and a strike. The pitch from Deal, swing and a miss, strike 2. Everybody standing here at the UCF softball complex. They call it the Plex. Sooner fans, Knight fans, everybody. A 2-2 pitch with a game on the line. Deal brings it home. Ground ball back up the middle. Cut off by Jennings. The throw to first. Got her! Ball game. Win column Sooners. Game over. And Patty Gasso with career win number 1,500 on the back of an absolute gem from Kirsten Deal.